Hello and welcome to Offroad Gospel today. I thought I had a plan of just having a little talk and sitting out in the woods, and well, I didn't bring bug spray, and I was let's just say overwhelmed by the bird that dominates the summer in Michigan, the mosquito. So it is back into the truck and just taking a few minutes as I'm just driving around. It's a beautiful day here in Michigan, and I was thinking about, we have a lot of new people that are part of the channel and following the adventures, and maybe somebody who's out there is kind of just wondering, what is Offroad Gospel? And what Offroad Gospel is predominantly it's an off-road channel that I openly share about my faith. But if you've ever watched any of the full videos on YouTube, you'll also notice that the devotion is at the end. I will speak about the beauty of God's creation or things of that nature. I don't hide my faith. I'm not ashamed of it at all. But I do know this, is that when I first started walking with the Lord, even before the first time I ever went into a church service, when I was an adult, that I didn't want anybody shoving anything in my face. And so what this channel is not, it is not a shove it in your face kind of channel. We, show the video, we show the video of the adventure. We show the successes and the failures. I'll show you when I get stuck. I'll show you when I mess up. I will, hopefully use it as a way to, hopefully, if you're new to this like I was a couple of years ago, that you can learn from it and be able to not have to make the same mistakes twice. I really hope to encourage a lot of people to get out there and just explore. There's so much state land, federal land, all these things, and so many of them don't require anything except a vehicle, that has a little bit of clearance, and might be times where you might need all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. A lot of it can be done by two-wheel drive, and you can get away from all the hustle and the bustle. And so that's what this is. This is getting out, exploring, enjoying this beauty that we have all around us. And thankfully, within a lot of places in the U.S., in Michigan, northern Michigan, here where I am, we have a lot of state land. We have a lot of federal land that we have open to us. I'm also a big proponent of taking care of it. I don't always video it because I don't think you need to see me, but I'm a proponent of, when you go out and you see something, pick it up. Don't let others ruin this blessing that we have, and this way we can have access to this. I love fishing. I love, it's been a while since I've been able to go hunting, but I love to hunt as well. I love the outdoors, and that's the biggest thing. And this is for me what it's all about, just getting out. My dog Carolina, who's with me on pretty much every adventure, that's her. She loves to get out and sniff around, check things out, and so just thankful and grateful for what we have. This is not my full-time thing. I try to be very regular in the posts, but I have a full-time job. I work for an automotive supplier, so that keeps me busy. I am a husband. Some of you have heard me discuss, and I appreciate the prayers. You know, my wife has had some health struggles in recent years, and so, you know, that is a factor as well. You know, I got to make sure I take care of home first. We have 3 children. They're all adults. One is disabled and lives with us. I'm a grandparent, you know, and love spending time with the grandkids, and I hope to be able to take them out and some adventures, and that's a goal I have. Also, you know, I'm very involved in my church. We live in a small town, and I pastor the church in our town. So when I talk about, you know, my faith is priority, it's one of the most important things in my life. I am thankful and grateful for all that God has done for me. But the devotion is always going to be optional for anybody who's watches the channel. I hope you will listen to it, because I try to give things that are encouraging and that will strengthen. And again, I try not to be too in your face with those, but you know, sometimes it might have a little bit of more of a pointed message to it. But again, completely optional. But I just love to get out there, let people see, you know what, there's other people out there that are new to this and learning. You know, I am trying to, you know, grow in this and be able to, you know, share it and hopefully encourage others to do the same, because what a blessing that we have for this. You know, and the thing is you get out here and you never know what you're going to see. You know, when I was driving into the spot I thought I was going to film this, you know, there's a couple deer that were standing on the dirt road here that I'm driving on. Just a second ago, there was a grouse that crossed the road right in front. You know, who knows what you'll see. I've been out here seeing bald eagles, you know, I've seen fox, I've seen coyote, I've seen so many different things. And again, you got to get out there to experience it. You got to get out there. And so I would love to hear what it is you love, and I would love your feedback on this channel. I am ultimately trying to show this. It's completely unscripted. You know, if there's an extra outside of the vehicle, you know, where I film it, yeah, I'll get out and I will set up a camera. But it's only because I spotted something and, you know, wanted to be able to share it, because I thought it would be, you know, kind of cool to see some of the things. Because sometimes you don't get that full effect, you know, except from a different perspective. You know, driving up the road, I'm going to turn the camera around real quick. I think they're turkeys. Not sure. No, they're not turkeys. Just, might be like a turkey vulture or something like that. But, you know, I don't, you know, have prepared statements, you know, or anything like that. This was just something I like, you know what, I feel like I just want to share it. So, you know, as you can see, I'm not reading off of anything. I'm just driving and talking. And so, hopefully, you know, you'll continue to kind of check these out, and I'm thankful for all the growth. You know, we've had a nice steady growth to the channel, and I appreciate. I love it when someone will, you know, give a like or a comment. If you aren't subscribed, you know, make you subscribe so you can be alerted to when the videos come out. The cool thing about YouTube and Facebook, to follow or to, you know, subscribe, there's no cost. You know, like I said, I just do this on my time. So I'm not going to ask of anything or, you know, anything like that. If there comes a day where, hey, you know, that's an interest, or people would like to, that's a whole nother thing. But I just want to keep getting out there, and for me, I just enjoy this. Whether I put a camera up or not, I enjoy it. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, that no matter what. But like I said, I hope this is a blessing. I hope it is something that's helpful. If there's ever a trail you see me take or would like information, just please leave a comment, reach out to me. I believe if you go to, especially on YouTube, the profile there is contact information to email me or something like that. You know, no problem. Would love to hear from you, and would love to hopefully maybe at least be able to help you get out there. If you're ever around northern Michigan, hey, you know, maybe we can get together and hit some trails together. I know there's been a few people that were new to all of this, reached out, and earlier this year we put together a ride in Allegan, Michigan that was really going to be, we never had to put our vehicles in four-wheel drive, you know, and we were able to just get out there and just see some awesome, beautiful places and just enjoy it. So thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you doing that. And you know, that's what off-road gospel is. It is, you know, a lot of it's my journey in this, learning, growing, you know, challenging myself, and then, like I said, sharing my faith at the end, if those who desire to stick around and listen to those. But I am unabashedly, a follower of Jesus Christ, and that's, you know, is a very, very huge part of my life. But also, I know what it's like to be on the other end of it. I know what it's like to not maybe believe it, not necessarily understand it, and not be a person that went to church, because for years I didn't. So, thank you again. And probably because I didn't mention it at all, my name's Jeff. And Carolina over here, she's my trail partner. And different people come along with me in their vehicles. Sometimes they just come along and ride along. They don't have a vehicle of their own. Whatever, doesn't matter. Get out there, enjoy the blessings, and you know, I pray God blesses you, and I truly appreciate all of you that take the time to be a part of it. So, God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.